everyone, to Pit Bull Stadium, just outside Miami and the home of the FIU Panthers. We are anxiously awaiting a battle as this fan base is ready to show everyone worldwide what FIU football is all about. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Kennesaw State Owls, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the Florida International Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers' offense is on the field for the first time today. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Complete downfield. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Panthers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Owls offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
Unloads to the right. And that pass picked off. Got room on the return. At the 20. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And it's caught! Touchdown, FIU!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Guys, one of the more iconic games in college football is being contested right now. Ohio State and Michigan, the game, and we've got the update. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Nowhere to run on that that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
Catch in the middle. It's Smith. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. Caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. FIU will line up to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He'll pull it on the read. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Quarterback adapted. Blasted as he lets it go. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in the little apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Running back searching for a hole. The Panthers pick up the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. You got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
From the gun, the running back has it. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Dances away to buy time. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Fires on the move. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He'll just keep slinging it. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 at 2nd and 14. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll go back to the air on second down. This time it's complete. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
He'll get rid of it. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Slips through the line. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going up top on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On second down, he'll let it fly. Deep shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ricardo Silva Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Panthers will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. He's piled up 76 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling your rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give on the inside.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. FIU pushing tempo. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. And the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. FIU will line up to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He shanked it. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Comes out throwing on first down. Gonna let it fly. Catch inside the 30 and still running. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul in Oxford who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Northern Illinois. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Vasquez. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down run.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
FIU will line up to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. The back goes in motion. On second down, looking again to throw. He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Kennesaw, it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And it works if he can get the first down.
Man, everybody loves him.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. The Florida International offense is back on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
On second down, wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Alexis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. And they can't make the play on third down.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense playing a bail technique. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. FIU pushing tempo. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced the 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice. For this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. They'll try it on the ground. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. They'll go to the ground. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Hit as he throws. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And the kicker will try to add a little cushion to this late lead. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. He's going up top here late in the game. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment and continue to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.